Now I'm ready to read a story of another animal that is black and white just like me, a zebra. And the title of this book is On Beyond Zebra. Listen up. Said Conrad Cornelius O'Donnell Odell, my very young friend who is learning to spell. The A is for ape, and the B is for bear. The C is for camel, the H is for hare, the M is for mouse, and the R is for rat. I know all the 26 letters like that. For Z is for zebra. I knew them all well, said Conrad Cornelius O'Donnell Odell. Signed, now I know everything anyone knows, from beginning to end, from the start to the close, because Z is as far as the alphabet goes. Then he almost fell flat on his face on the floor, when I picked up the chalk and drew one letter more. A letter he never had dreamed of before, and I said you can stop if you want with the Z, but most people stop with the Z, but not me. In the places I go there are things I see that I never could spell if I stopped with the Z. I'm telling you this cause you're one of my friends. My alphabet starts where your alphabet ends. My alphabet starts with this letter called Yaz. It's the letter I use to spell Yaz on my Taz. You'll be sort of surprised what there is to be found once you go beyond Z and start poking around. So I'm beyond zebra, explore like Columbus, discover new letters like Wub is for Wumbus. My high spouting whale who lives high on the hill and who never comes down till it's time to refill. So I'm beyond Z, it's high time you are shown that you really don't know all there is to be known. And just step a step further past Wum is for Wumbus. And there you find and the is for umbus, a sort of a cow with one head and one tail. But to milk this great cow, you need more than one pail. She has 98 faucets and give milk quite nicely. Perhaps 99 I forget just precisely. And boy, she is something most people don't see. Because most people stop at the Z, but not me. I ramble and scramble through swamp and through swamp, where the letters that better like letters like humph. There's a really handy letter. What's handy about it? You can't spell humph a number without it. If you stay home with zebra, you're stuck in that rut. But only on zebra you're anything but. Why, I know a fine fancy letter called fuddle. I use it in spelling Miss Fuddle-de-Doddle. And oh, what a bird of a bird of. Her tail is the longest that's ever been heard of. So long and so fancy she'd be in a fix. If she didn't have helpers, it takes about 6 to tag on a hoisty Miss Fuddle-de-Doddle's wonderful tail out of muddle these puddles. And not is the letter I use to spell nutches, who live in small caves, known as niches for hutches. These nutches have doubles, the biggest of which is the fact there are many more nutches than niches. Each nutch in a niche knows that some other nuts would like to move into his niche very much. So each nut in a niche has to watch that small niche. For nutches who haven't got niches will snitch. Then we go on to snee, and the snee is for sneedle, a terrible kind of ferocious mosquito, whose humdinger stinger is sharp as a needle. The Sneedle's too tough to be killed with a high smack, so he has to be hunted on elephant back. And your eyes and the elephants have to be keen, and you have to aim fast and you have to hit clean. And the bullet you shoot is a stale navy bean that you dumped for 3 weeks in old sour kerosene. It is awfully hard work, so it's easy to see why most people stop at the Z, but not me. When you go beyond zebra, who knows, there's no telling what wonderful things you might find yourself spelling. Like Quan is for quandary, who lives on a shelf, in a hole in the ocean alone by himself, and he worries each day from the dawn's early light. He worries, just worries far into the night. He just stands there and worries. He simply can't stop. As his top side is bottom or bottom side top. And Fernandez for Fernandez. But oh, are they sad? Oh, the big one you see has a smaller one shadow. That shadow, the small Fernandez had should be his. I don't understand it, but that's how it is. A terrible mix-up in shadows, gee whiz. And spaz is a letter I use to spell spasm. A beast who belongs to the nasm of basm. Handy for traveling, that's why he has 'em. More easy to pack than a suitcase or rip. Those horns carry all that he needs on a trip. A friend and a needle for mending his socks is to brush a cup and two free-handed cloths, and his velvet umbrella, his vegetable chopper, and also his gold-plated popping corn popper, and a grasshopper cage for his favorite grasshopper. And the flube is for flube boober bab boober bubs, who bounce in the water like blubbery tubs. But no good to eat. You can't cook them like steaks, but they're handy in crossing small oceans and lakes. And Zats is the letter I use to spell Zats it. Who knows it's so high that most nobody pats it. And patting his lonely old nose is the least that a fellow could do for this fine, friendly beast. So to get there I do it. I built an invention. The free sitter Zats it nose patting extension. If you try to drive one, you'll certainly see why most people stop at the Z, but not me. And jog is my letter for spelling jogoons, who doodle around in the far desert dunes. Just doodle around crooning very sad tunes about peppermint, peanuts and pebbles and prunes, and paintpots and polka dots, pinheads and pigs, and the grandmother's grandfather's stepsister's wigs. So you see there's no end to the fiends you might know, depending how far beyond zebra you go. And way past Z is a letter called Itch. And the itch is for ichthyopods, animal which race around back and forth and back through the air on a very high sidewalk. Between here and there, they're afraid to say stay there. They're afraid to say here, they think there is too far. They think here is too near, and since here is too near and out there is too far. They're too scared to roost wheresoever they are. There's a letter called Yak, and the Yak is for Yakko, who howls an underground grotto and gecko. These Yakkos love echoes, and this is their motto. For best Yakko echoes, try Gecko or grotto. All the things you can find if you don't stay behind. On a world near the sun live two brothers called Vrooms. Strangely enough, are built sort of like brooms, and they're stuck all alone up there, high in the blue. And so, to kill time just for something to do, each one of these fellows take turns with the other in sweeping the dust off his world with his brother. And hi is my letter for Hi Gargorome. For getting me places real fast, I'm all for 'em. They puffle along and their brakes never squeak. And they run every hour, every day of the week from the town of North Nub to the town of East Ounce, making stops at West Bunglefield, Youngsters and Jones, and at Ipswich and Nipswich, and also South Bounds, and another small town that's too hard to pronounce. The places I took him, I tried hard to tell. Young Comrade Cornelius, old Donald Odell, a few brand new wonderful worlds he might spell. I led him around and I tried hard to show. There are things beyond Z that most people don't know. I took him past zebra as far as I could, and I think perhaps maybe I did him some good. And finally he said, "This is really great stuff," and I guess the old alphabet isn't enough. Now the letters he used are something to see. Most people still stop at the Z, but not P. List of letters for people who don't stop at Z. Yaz is for Yazamataz. Glick is for glicker. Spaz is for spasm. Itch is for itchapods. Wom is for wombus. Nut is for nutches. Floob is for flu boober bad boober bubs. Yak is for yakko. Is for umbus. Snee is for sneedle. Zats is for zatzit. Vru is for vrooms. Hump is for hump a dumper. Quan is for quandary. Jog is for jogoons. High is for high gargorum. Fuddle is for Miss Fuddle de Duddle. Fnat is for fnatter. Flun is for funnel. And what do you think we should call this one anyhow? The end. Why I like this one, even though you still prefer Dr. Seuss ABC, it would have been easier as ABC. When we mix up these mix-up letters, you should read this one. So, see you later, or should I say, see ya.